Yeah. You know, it's a special night when you made at-home Chick-fil-A. I mean, come on. Anyone could stop at Chick-fil-A and pick up a chicken sandwich, but when you make it yourself and it looks like this, look at this thing. When it looks like this, and you fed your family with just something insane like this, we made our own sauces, even a barbecue. Used my pickles from a previous video and the pickle juice to brine. I mean, it doesn't get any better than this. This is insane. This is as good as it gets when you cook. So if you're watching this video, it means you're interested in cooking. You gotta do this, you gotta try it. Let's see what it looks like. You hear that crisp. Ready? Oh yeah. Oh, look at a pickle just falling out. All right, guys, dinner.
Come on, come sit at the table, guys. Dinner's ready. This shirt just wasn't working. I can see the outline of your body shape.
I'm a dad.
Okay, you don't have to have that.
If you've ever had Chick-fil-A, it's a wondrous thing. I mean, it's fantastic. That's good food. It's fast. You're in a rush. You got a million things to do. You're hungry. And you stop, and in about 2 minutes, you have a fantastic chicken sandwich. It's a chicken sandwich that pretty much every company nowadays, including McDonald's now, is trying to replicate or is trying to get a piece of the action on. There's a lot of good ones. Popeyes is fantastic. I haven't tried the new McDonald's one yet, but I'm sure it's good. But Chick-fil-A is the gold standard. We're gonna be able to replicate that sandwich at home to make for our families. Now, listen, if you are in a huge rush and you have 1,000 things to do, go get a Chick-fil-A. If you've got 15, 20 minutes, a couple ingredients, do it yourself. It's better, trust me. So that's what we're gonna do. I'm gonna take dry ingredients, put them all together. We're going to take chicken that's been brined in a dill pickle brine, the one that I made actually. So again, go to the video on how to make dill pickles, one of my prior videos. And I'm gonna take that brine chicken, dip it in buttermilk, dip it in this flour mixture, and there you go, done. Oh yeah, fry it. Don't forget that. Let's do this. So it's rumored that Chick-fil-A uses dill pickle brine, and they brine their chicken somewhere between 30 minutes and an hour in that brine. Now, not long ago, I made a video how to make your own dill pickles. If you look up right here, I've got a link popping up to my dill pickle video. I highly recommend checking it out. They're very easy to make, and we're gonna use our dill pickle brine in this chicken today. And we made sandwich slices. We're gonna use those sandwich slices on our sandwich today. So this brine, you can use about a half cup, quarter cup, whatever you've got, dill pickle brine. I'm gonna dump everything. And if you see here, there's a lot of good stuff in there. It's all gonna go right in. And the chicken I have came in a bag. If I didn't have it in a bag, I would put it into a Ziploc, dump this in, smoosh it all together, zip the Ziploc, and let it sit for about a half hour to an hour. But I'm gonna put it right into this bag that the chicken came in. Now I drained the chicken, mind you. Get everything in there. Get that chicken all coated in the brine. Show that. So our chicken is sitting in that brine. I'm gonna let it sit for a half hour like that, and then I'm gonna flip it and let it sit for another half hour. And of course, I'm gonna refrigerate it while we're waiting.
I'd relive each moment that I breathe away. And at the end I sit alone at Spiral's edge. No time to wait, nothing to change. Each moment left.
We're gonna make 2, if not 3 sauces today to go with our Chick-fil-A at home sandwiches. One is just gonna be a barbecue sauce that's gonna mimic what you get at Chick-fil-A. The second is gonna be a combination barbecue sauce with some other things that will mimic the special sauce or Chick-fil-A sauce. And thirdly, my family's favorite, the honey Dijon sauce. To make our barbecue sauce, we're gonna use brown sugar, ketchup, smoked paprika, salt, and cider vinegar. We're gonna mix it all together, put it on the, we're gonna mix it all together. We're gonna put it on the, how's this called?
Stove.
No, it's not a stove. Cooktop.
Cooktop.
We're gonna mix it all together. I can't remember the names of things. I don't know why, and we're gonna put it on our cooktop. To make this awesome rendition of the Chick-fil-A sauce, barbecue sauce, we're gonna take a 1/4 cup of brown sugar and add it to the bowl as such. Then take 1 tablespoon of kosher salt and sprinkle it nice and dramatically like this for effect, because it's pretty. And then add a heaping 1/2 cup of ketchup. And that's because the ketchup sticks a little bit to the cup, so put a little extra in. Then from there we'll add 1 tablespoon of smoked paprika, followed by 2 teaspoons of Worcestershire sauce. Make sure you have enough. I just barely had enough. And finally, add 1/2 cup of cider vinegar, and be sure to whisker a whiskey doo-doo. It's just a doo-doo. Whisker it up and pour it into a vehicle for heating it up. Turn your stove on to a medium-high heat and then stir it up with something like a spatula. After about 5 minutes, you'll have a nice barbecue sauce. All right, so we just mixed everything together, put it on the cooktop. I remember the name now. Bring it up to a simmer, about 5 minutes or so. Then that's it. That's our barbecue sauce. I'll show you what we're gonna do with it next. Oh, that's good. Let's take 5 tablespoons of our barbecue sauce and put it into a bowl. Follow that with 5 tablespoons of mayo. I prefer Hellmann's, but you can use a Japanese mayo. Doesn't really matter. Then we're gonna add 1 tablespoon of Dijon mustard. Don't do the grainy, do the regular. Follow that by 1 tablespoon of yellow mustard, and then a tablespoon of soy sauce. We're gonna take a clove of garlic and grate it. And as you can see, it sort of gets stuck on the grater. So you just take your finger and push it off, smush it into the bowl, and you'll be fine. Now take a whisk everything together, and you'll get something that looks like this nice kind of golden yellow concoction. To me, it looks like perfection. It looks like liquid gold. Right? Kind of does taste like that chicken. Next, I'll show you how to make a quick Dijon or honey Dijon sauce, which is kind of what my family likes best anyways, but it's the easiest of the bunch. Let's do it. All right, the honey Dijon's pretty easy. We're going to add about a tablespoon of yellow mustard, followed by a tablespoon of Dijon mustard. We're gonna add honey, about a tablespoon, maybe 2 if you like it a little sweeter, a dash of pepper, a dash of salt, a dash of smoked paprika. You can also add a little bit of apple cider vinegar into this and garlic powder if you'd like, and it'll add a little extra tang and flavor. Oh, I'll use the back. How good is that? Done.
Spicy.
Three sauces, three. And we're going to make our Chick-fil-A sandwiches next. So I'm gonna take canola oil. I'm gonna put it into a cast iron pan and we're gonna heat it until it gets to 350 degrees. Add your canola or peanut oil to a cast iron pan, being sure not to fill it more than halfway or it will become a fire hazard. Turn the heat to medium high and find a good thermometer that will tell you the temperature at all times so you don't overheat it past 350 degrees. Now for our flour mixture, we're of course going to add flour, and I'm using AP flour here. So fill a cup and add it to a bowl. Now add about 1/4 teaspoon of garlic powder to the mixture. Follow that with a 1/4 teaspoon of paprika. Then if you can get it open, I should have opened this ahead of time, but add a 1/2 teaspoon of cayenne pepper, which will add a little bit of spice. And then a 1/4 teaspoon of celery salt. Now don't forget the secret ingredient, which is a tablespoon of powdered sugar. That's a little bit of the trick of Chick-fil-A. Finally add a 1/4 teaspoon of black pepper and a dash or about a 1/2 teaspoon of salt to the mixture. Take a whisk and just mix it all together until you get one cohesive mixture of flour and ingredients. Have I mentioned that I love buttermilk? I think I have. Here's a little trick. Take some of your buttermilk, just a little bit, and pour it in to your flour mixture. What you're gonna find is that it creates a more crispy and lumpy texture in your batter on your chicken. So watch, we're gonna put a little bit in so it just gets a little lumpy here. That's it. See those little lumps right there? Yeah. That's good for your chicken. All right, so I've brined the chicken. Now these are chicken thighs. I believe Chick-fil-A uses chicken breasts, but I prefer chicken thighs. I think they taste better. They've got a little bit more fat on them. So I'm gonna use chicken thighs. Might be sacrilegious, but that's totally okay. We've made our batter crust. I don't know what to call it. It looks like this. And I'm gonna put the chicken in here, cover it in buttermilk, get it all together, you'll see. Well, I have a new camera operator, so I'm a little nervous. Say hi. She doesn't follow directions like the other one. Say hi.
Hi.
Yeah. I like the other camera operator better. She follows directions. All right. So check this out. We've brined this chicken, and it smells like dill pickles. You even see some of the spices. Can you get a close up? Come over here. See all the spices? I think there's some coriander and yellow mustard seed there. All right. So we'll put our chicken in the bowl here. See all those good spices? For your buttermilk that I've mentioned about 1,000 times, I absolutely love the smell of and taste of. Ooh. Don't forget to shake your buttermilk up. I almost forgot. Okay. There we go. Just give it a generous coat. That should be good. And then, gotta get my hands dirty again. Just gonna get it all covered in our buttermilk. Try to get every nook and cranny. Now you can let it sit in this buttermilk really as long as you want, we're all hungry, so we're gonna go right to it. But you could let it sit there for about 15-20 minutes and get a little of that buttermilk flavor. All right, the next step is to pick out your favorite chicken breast or chicken thigh, I guess. This one will be mine. And get it in that flour. Shake it up. You want to get the flour in every little spot. So if you can get top down on that, there's some chicken still showing. It's going to take a minute. Just make sure it's fully covered. And then follow me, if you don't mind, over to the stove. When placing the chicken into the hot oil, make sure that you place it away from you so you don't splash hot oil all over yourself, just in case you drop it. So now listen to that beautiful chicken sing. Now I'm going to tell you something. There's a lot of cooking videos on YouTube where they make their own rolls. I can make my own rolls, but you got to understand, this dad cooks. I've got a family of 6, one of which my wife right here is staring at me saying, when is this going to be done? We're all hungry. It's 6 at night and get on with it. I don't have the time right now to make this. Maybe on a Saturday I'll have more time and I can make the roll from scratch and all that kind of stuff. I will make a video with rolls, but for this purpose, I bought these rolls. So shoot me, sorry. But when you have the reality of a family, sometimes you gotta do that. And these are from Whole Foods, I'm sure they're good. We'll make them a little better, I'll show you how. To make rolls that'll sustain the sauce and chicken without falling apart, you just take some butter, put it on the roll, put it into a medium to medium-low cast iron pan for 2-3 minutes, and they look nice and brown like that. And you've got great rolls. After you've cooked your chicken for about 3 minutes and flipped it and cooked it for another 2 to 3 minutes, it should be done. Pull it out, let it drip dry for a little bit before you try to plate it or build your sandwich. Good. All right, so we made our chicken. We made our bread, we buttered and toasted up our brioche rolls. We made 3 sauces. We're gonna build. Take your favorite piece of chicken. This one is mine. Look at that. That's incredible. All right. These are the pickles I made in a previous video. So if you don't know how to make your own pickles, you can learn in that video or just use store-bought. I'm gonna go with the 2 pickles, similar to what Chick-fil-A does. And get our giant breaded thigh breast on there. Now which one? Honey Dijon, barbecue, or special sauce? I mean, you can't go wrong. Each one of them is phenomenal. I don't know. Can't decide. Special sauce. So let's be generous here. You get that crisp. Ready? Oh yeah. Look at a pickle just falling out. So good. Try this. Watch this video. Give it a shot. You're gonna love it. You're gonna love it. Do it. Do it.